episode 7 of the Explainer series, my 4th studio album, Prove Yourself First. The song title today is Messy. As soon as you get into the song, we get right into the meats and potatoes of the song. Life is messy. You know, there's just so much that happens, so much that you don't think is gonna happen with past relationships, with friends, with family. We got work, we got social media, we got events that happen that you don't even expect to happen. And it's crazy because the more you grow up, the more you realize that there's a lot going on in life. But also, like, when you take a step back and just like look at it, it's really not as bad as you think, but it is messy. I'll say the inspiration behind the song was just me being overwhelmed with thoughts and just overwhelmed with these scenarios that I was creating in my head. And I do this a lot, honestly. I create events, scenarios, moments in time that never happened, or like putting myself in past situations and like creating a separate world of thoughts that I might have had or that I could have had and believing it. And like, that's so unhealthy, and it's something that I've definitely gotten better at, but I'm still learning. And even if I'm still having those manipulative situations, I'm able to like just be like, dude, like, you're tripping, bro. Like, you're thinking of stuff that hasn't even happened or won't happen. And like, the funny thing is that after those things happen, or like after a situation happens, or I put myself in something that happens and I thought it was going to go a completely different way, I get a sigh of relief, because more often than not, if you plan out something that you think is going to happen and you think it's going to go a certain way, it never, ever, trust me, goes that way. It just doesn't. Like, you could sit here and create a whole book, a whole story about what you think is going to happen or what you thought happened. It's never going to happen the same way. Any moment that you go through, it's never going to happen that same way again. Everything is different. And when I talk about life being messy, there's just so much unplanned things that happen that will throw you off guard, that will come out of nowhere, that you might expect, but it might happen in a different way. And I feel like to get rid of all that mess is to just breathe, meditate, have some hobbies, do some things that you like to get away from having those negative thoughts. I know personally, obviously, music has done wonders for me to get away and have an artist named Lavelle and just be my ultimate confident self, because that's what music has done for me. It has been a pleasure because I can separate Sean from Lavelle. Sean's got all his BS. Lavelle living life. Lavelle went through things, he's good. All that stuff completely separated, and it's nice to be able to have that like alter ego, I guess you could say, where I'm in my most confident state, I'm the best version of myself, and I can just have fun and make music. And I think like it's really similar to like actors, actresses, and stuff like that, because they, for a living, play a different person. They're not whoever they are acting to be. And like, obviously I don't know any actors and actresses, but just being able to see them play so many different roles, I like have a great feeling that satisfies them, because it puts them away from life for, you know, a couple minutes or a couple hours or however long it takes them to record shows. They get to be somebody else, completely different from what their life is. And it gets them away from the mess of what their real life is. And they can just be somebody else, completely confident, and just get away. So that's why I find it really important for us as humans to have a hobby. Do something that you love. Do something that gets you away from the mess and the BS that happens in life. And just be happy, you know? Like, just separate yourself from all those things that happen, all the emotions, feelings that you feel. Do anything you can to get away from it, because I promise you, if you don't, if you stay stagnant, if you just kind of ride life, you kind of just do, and you're not acting, or you're just sitting back, you're taking a back seat, life is not gonna be as bright as you want it to be. It's gonna be dull. Like you're not gonna find any purpose outside of work or outside of whatever you do as a living. Like you have to have something to do outside of like your true responsibilities. And I think as an adult, we have so much time on our hands. Obviously, the majority of us work 40 hours a week, but those other hours outside of work, whether it be in the morning before your shift, at night after your shift, your days off, there's so much time to do things that make you feel purposeful instead of sitting down and laying down and relaxing and chilling and then going to work. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. If that makes you happy, stick with it, absolutely. But if you have any hobbies that you can do to help you find purpose outside of those responsibilities, I promise you it's gonna make your life so much better. So the message, sift through the mess, deal with the mess, do anything you can at all times to be on top of your game and be above all the mess. Let it all happen. Let it all happen. Stay above all of that stuff. Keep your head above water and continue to live your life as best as you can and not let those things completely take over. Next song, episode 8 of the Explained series. Personally, might be my favorite song. Sometimes it changes, but this song I had a lot of fun making, and I can't wait for you guys to tune in to the next episode. Talk to you later.